Next up, we have iRNiTRA by Camellia. This was featured in Geometry Dash as far as I know. So, once again everybody, this is a Basterd's LFA Layman-Friendly analysis. I'm a professionally trained musician, a composer, and my objective here is to explain things in a way so that you don't have to be one to understand what is happening here musically. If you like the sound of that, make sure you're following the channel, subscribe to the channel, whatever term you want to use. Like the video, share the video, leave a comment, turn on notifications, consider becoming one of the members, subscribers, paid membership things, support the channel even further. 2 disclaimers. Number 1, this is my first time hearing this track, and I will be pausing a lot, as I will be pointing things out as I hear them. Number 2, this is recorded live on stream, on a single take. So whatever happens, happens. This is the second time we do this intro because the first time I completely blanked out. Live on air, right? So, let's... let's do this, let's do this. Let's see, iRNiTRA. Let's go, let's go. Okay, so we are having this very cool motif with the piano. Motif, of course, being the smallest version of your musical idea, the seed from which everything else comes from, right? So we had this and we did what is called sequencing. So when it comes to counterpoint being the study of melodies, how they interact with each other, how they interact with themselves, that kind of thing, you can develop a motif in many different ways. What we did just now is called sequencing. Sequencing is when you take a melody or a motif and you start it again in a different spot on the scale. So in this case, we had this arpeggio. Arpeggio is when you play a chord one note at a time. And we had this very cool, kind of like an M-shaped melody. So a repetition would be just doing the same thing again, but sequencing, what we did, we took this whole melody and we did it again, but lower in this scale. That is sequencing. I like that it's sped up as well. Like it started slow, it sped up. Very, very cool in that sense. And that's that, right? So we did a little bit of sequencing. Very cool for an intro. Let's see where it goes. Right, we have a hit. And it keeps speeding up. That's pretty metal. That's pretty metal. Look at that. We got one of those chug things from things. Oh, thank you for hanging out, chill, man. Go have a good day, man. So yes, we have this this really fast, sounded almost like speed metal right there. Cool stuff. I just noticed the art. I'm gonna move on from the art now. So let's continue. Yeah, the tempo keeps... And the piano goes with these insane runs. We are still... So what we did here now is we took the... we took the chords that we were doing in the motif just now, and we did a couple of things. We did an extension, which just means we extended vertically the chords, and we added notes in between to do very cool runs. Yeah, this is something like Feren's Liszt would write. Yeah, absolutely. This is absolutely something that Liszt would do. So we extended the chord. The overall shape of the motif is still the same, but what we did is instead of making it be like a couple of notes here and there, now it's a little bit higher in... So now the starting point and the ending point are still are a lot higher than before, and what we're doing is we're adding runs, a bunch of more stuff in between, but the overall shape is still the same. It's just really... That was really fast. So yeah, let's see where this goes. Ooh. Is that a theremin? Was that a theremin? Because that could have been a what's it called, a singer, like a very, very high soprano, or a theremin. Tonti, welcome today. By the way, a theremin, for those of you who don't know, is a very, very interesting instrument. It's this thing over here, and you control this without touching it. I don't know what it uses. I guess it uses like radio signals or something. And wherever you put your hand, wherever you interrupt the signal with, creates a note. and you control the intensity of the notes and everything by not touching it. That's a theremin, and I think that's what we just had there in that moment. Really, really cool instrument, man. I think it was either a theremin or it was a girl singing really, really high. I think it was a theremin. Let's see where it goes. We're still having those piano. Oh, very cool drop. Oh, I love that the motif is just... We went from having the motif being this very lovely arpeggio to now this super extended, super fast arpeggio. Like, this is 100% not played by a human being. This was programmed in a computer. It's still fun. Let's see where this goes. I like this. We're having a call and response between the rhythm section and the piano. Call and response is literally what's happening. The rhythm is doing the pa-ra-pa-pa, and then the piano is doing its arpeggios. The call, the response, back and forth. Really cool. Oh, what an intro! So now we are recapitulating what we did at the start, but now we are bringing some of the other elements in. This is really cool. Oh, we went off the ramp that way. Okay, so going off the ramp is a colloquial term that I use. Colloquial means there's no official academic term, or at least I'm not using it for the purposes of illustrating my point, right? So going off the ramp is a type of transition where you want to make the listener feel suspended up in the air, just waiting to see what happens. How do you do that? Remove the drums. Maybe the bass as well. That's exactly what we did. Very common for dropping the beat in electronic music, which is what just happened. So yeah, let's see. What the hell did I just hear? This is one of those things about electronic music, being able to interrupt yourself so much that way and still making it work. So we've had this with Camellia before, that we get these, I don't know, no, it was water flame, so never mind. But we have these moments of absolute chaos, and we had this with another Camellia song. And it was just absolute chaos, and then we bring in a common thread. And again, like, this is like chopped up, kind of like all disjointed and everything, and it's just going to start taking shape eventually. It's a really cool concept. It's very wild. Big risk. But I like it. Let's see where it goes. There you go. Back goes the piano. So we repeated those very disjointed, or at least a variation of those disjointed bits, but now we included that like escalating synth and the piano to give us a common thread, to give us a more a more grounded sense. Let's see where this goes. Same piano motif from the start. I like that we have the piano motif and then we have the rhythmic motif at the same time. Like, that rhythm, that particular rhythm, is a motif in and of itself. So we're dealing with two motifs, and I like that they are doing call and response, kind of like competing against each other. This is really cool. And now we do an elongation of the motif. Okay, so once again, we did the concept of extension, now we're doing the concept of elongation. Elongation is when you take a musical idea and you let it play for longer. So it takes longer for it to happen. So at first we did an extension, which was vertical. Now we're doing an elongation, which is horizontal. We are stretching the notes. It's still roughly the same idea, and it's just slower now in the piano. Let's see, something that's also really appreciated about electronic music is that very few require accumulation period, an acclimation period to get into them. Might sound like a noise at first, but eventually connect with you. Interesting, yeah. Interesting. That's an interesting way of seeing it. But yeah, we have an elongated version of the motif now, while everything else is starting to speed up. Interesting. Oh no, we did slow down a little bit, but yeah. That's an elongated version of the motif. Let's build up. Let's see where we go. There's our first variation of the motif. Extended motif. What a piano run right there. What a piano run right there. Another moment of going off the ramp, and this time we're going backwards, downwards instead of upwards. Bringing contrast, bringing solid contrast in a very... Like, I'm surprised, like, even though there are many parts here that should sound... sound incoherent, sound disjointed, they don't. They build up upon each other. This is very interesting. Back to the original motif. Slowing down now. Reflect that in the drum beat. Very nice. Oh. A very cool moment of just adding a bunch of glitches, but most importantly, the build-up there, what we had, a very cool syncopation with some of the other things. Very, very cool. Once again, syncopation is when you play against the beat, so in between those... In electronic music, it's very easy to identify when something is syncopated, is whatever happens in between the kick drum. In between the kicks and the snares. So there you go. Really good at this. Yeah, Camilla is really good at this. Oh! It's using the rhythmic motif. Now we're developing the rhythmic motif. That's what's keeping this together. It's the rhythmic... It's the rhythmic motif. It's okay, Doshi. I'll just figure out the... I'll just get the song and that's it. Like we just did now. It's okay. We're using the... So first we developed the melodic motif. Now we're developing the rhythmic motif. We're giving both of them the time that they deserve. That's really cool. And there goes the piano again. Oh, man. Yeah, and over here is just your good old EDM drop. Glitchy, bassy, rhythmic oriented, but it still has some of the aspects of that rhythmic motif. This is fascinating, dude. Let's see where this goes. Oh! Ooh, hang on! Oh, I need to point that out. We are doing the motif of the melody, and we elongated the rhythmic motif. It's the same rhythm, it just takes longer for it to... It just happens over a longer period of time now. Oh my god. That was so smooth. That was so smooth. It went from sounding like a glitch to sounding like an incredibly smooth rhythm. This is awesome. Okay. Let's see where this goes. Still that motif giving us a variation of the motif of the piano. I love that we have two motifs, man, and it's actually working. Because one of the risky things about using more than one motif is not being able to develop them properly. But Camellia is being able to do it really, really well. I am very impressed by this. I'm very impressed by this. Let's see. Back to the original melodic motif. Speeding it up again, doing what is called a recapitulation, because this is almost beat by beat what happened at the start. Let's see where this goes. Okay. Complete contrast. There it is. There's a rhythmic motif. Another incredible moment of going off the ramp with now the piano run going upwards instead. This is so well made, dude. And now we take the first variation of our motif, which was the extended motif with the extra runs, and we reduce it. So we had elongation, right? elongation is when you take the motif and you make it last longer. Reduction is the opposite. So now it takes less time for you to play all of the notes. It was already an extended motif in the sense of we had extended the distance between the notes, excuse me, and we had added runs there. We had kept the overall shape, but we had a bunch of runs going up and down, and now you're doing it even faster. This is wild. And the theremin is back. I'm gonna call it a theremin. This is good. Rhythmic motif. And another going down. Oh. Man. I like how the rhythmic motif has a couple of synths in the back, accompanying it, doubling it, so that they have the melodic aspect of it, even though it's a rhythmic motif. So that way you can repeat the motif itself, the rhythm, but you have something else that make it sound like you are sequencing it. Very clever. Very clever. And again with recapitulating the motif now, but with these Climax. Somehow we sped up the melodic motif even more. I don't even know at this point, dude. Somehow it's still speeding up. We are still finding ways of speeding up that melodic motif. More speed. Like, this is insane. Like, I would like to see somebody try to play this live. Like, try to play that motif live. I would love to see somebody try to do a piano cover of this. Because that sounds absolutely insane. Let's continue. Oh my god. Holy shit. And we are interrupting the the melodic motif with the rhythmic motif now. I like it. I like this whole back and forth between those two. It's such a fascinating dynamic. I love it. That's I'm sure you can find something that's close to this complexity. I'm talking about the piano. I don't care about the rest. I want the piano. I just want to see somebody actually be able to do those piano runs in real life. Let's see. Oh. Back goes the theremin. And there you go. We have reached the climax of the piece. We are revisiting as many elements as we can. We are putting all the building blocks that we have, or that we can, into this section. We have both of the motifs going on at the same time. They are doing the call and response. It's just happening extremely fast. It's happening at twice the speed almost as it was before. And all of this is being glued together by the theremin doing a flying melody. The theremin, the flying melody, another colloquial term, we have a very busy bass section, we have a very busy drum section, and up above, we have this melody. Just going very nice, very slowly, just flying over everything else. That's what the theremin is doing. Just nothingness? Well, not right now, we're doing this one, but eventually, maybe. Let's see. Let's see where it goes. Man. So yeah, there's a theremin still. And we introduce a guitar, giving us this really cool in-between moment, kind of like a bridge, a break from everything else we've heard. Not entirely new material, but this is insane. Rhythmic motif. Piano, nice. Now it's the rhythmic motif going completely bonkers. Like, we're just letting the rhythmic motif do its thing right now and let it completely loose. Like, these are all variations of that motif, and it's the interruption. Like, I love, like, again, electronic music has this whole concept of being able to interrupt itself, and I love it. I love it. Let's see where it goes. Let's see where it goes. That rhythm reminded me of El Chavo del Ocho. Just the rhythm itself. It reminded me of it. Chavo del Ocho, for those of you who don't know who Chespirito is, it's a Latin American thing. An amazing comedian. And he had this this show about El Chavo del Ocho. The poor kid who lived in a barrel. And the theme song just had a similar rhythm to that. It did not have the similar melody, because it was like that. Bum 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 bum. It's just that the rhythms that were one of the rhythms that we're playing here were very similar to that, so it reminded me of it. So there you go. That's a bit of lore. Let's continue. Let's see where it goes. Oh. Piano motif. Yeah. Rhythmic motif. Who's gonna win? Woo! Oh! And now both of them doing a variation of them just completely doing the end of this. Oh my god, let's see where this. I'm just gonna see where this. First motif, recapitulation, backwards in the sense of the rhythm. Now we're slowing down. And one last note to end it all. Oh, dude. Oh my god, what a trip. Holy shit, dude, that was awesome. There you have it. Yeah, we just got them to go, and the melodic motif won. It got the final word. That was insane, dude. That was insane. There you have it. That was iRNiTRA by Camellia. Once again, everybody, this has been a Basterd's LFA, a layman-friendly analysis. I'm a professionally trained musician, a composer, and I hope I have explained things in a way so that you don't have to be one to understand what has happened here musically. If you're watching this on the video archive, thank you for watching. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, follow the channel, whatever term you want to use. Like the video, share the video. Leave a comment, turn on notifications. Consider becoming one of the members, like paid subscription things. Support the channel even further with that. No obligation at all. And if you want to listen to this without me interrupting every 3 seconds, I will be linking it in the description. If you want to request a song and you're not on the live stream, the link to the Discord is in the description. The LFA requests channel, just follow the instructions in the pinned comments, and there you go. If you don't follow the instructions, you're gonna get ignored. Simple as. And number 3, if you want to catch the streams live, linked in the description will be the Twitch channel and the Discord server with the stream schedules showing in your local time zone, so that you don't have to bother calculating or anything like that. And with that, there you go. That was iRNiTRA. What a trip that was, dude. What a trip. That was awesome. That was awesome. Really good stuff. But yeah, let's move on.